second. You mean to Gaza?
Yes.
Right, where they actually gave warnings to apartment buildings. What kind of
They
Israel's
can't
so
leave
bad
Gaza.
that they tell
They
people
wanna
to
blow-
leave before they bomb them? Hamas comes on a holy day into kibbutzes and cuts women's heads off at concerts. The moral equivalence is so different. And let me
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl and if you're Scarlett. So today we are back again with another video from Charlie Kirk. So today Charlie Kirk decimates pro-Hamas students. Okay, so guys, without further ado, let's get started.
I'm a proud member of the Young Democratic Socialists of America on campus. I'm expecting boos from that. I don't mind.
No, you're around conservatives, so
Also, for the record, not that it matters, but if I were to host an event on campus, I'd be more than happy to have people disagree with me to come first. Unfortunately, I do not get to host events. I wish. First off, I wanted to just make a small factual correction to something that you said, which is about the 130 migrants on the terror list that have crossed the border. The actual number is 160, and those were numbers that had been stopped at the border, meaning they were prevented from entering, which means that these people were stopped during the Biden administration.
Right. So you're not exactly strengthening your argument. It's actually higher, thank you. And so how many gotaways have there been at the border this year?
Say that again, sorry?
Gotaways, people that weren't tracked that we don't know that came into the interior?
Unfortunately, that's kind of hard to track, as you said. However, that's actually, I just wanted to...
Yeah, it's about 500,000 minimum.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted
wow.
to give you that number, though, just so that you're aware. But that's actually not my question. My point, I guess. My point was about Palestine. You mentioned
what country
Palestine.
Is that? Oh, okay, where is that?
In the Middle East.
Wait, is it in Judea and Samaria?
I'm sorry, say that again. I can't hear you.
What country are you talking about?
Palestine.
It exists?
Yes.
Oh.
In fact, it existed before current Israel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
According to who?
According to history books.
Oh, okay. So wait, you mean Judea and Samaria, the rightful homeland of the Jews that they call the West Bank and they're currently occupying?
If you're going by religion, sure. I personally don't go by religion.
Oh, what do you go by then? Where the Arabs want to occupy?
Logic.
Oh,
and
really?
History.
So whose is Gaza?
Gaza is a location. I'm sorry, I'm getting a call and I don't want that to interfere in the mic. Gaza's location within Palestine. But I'd like to go on to my point, if you will. Currently, Israel is actually being labeled by international human rights organizations such as Amnesty International as an apartheid state because they are attacking many people from within Palestine, and they have been the land has been stolen from Palestine. Not to say that the people in Israel do not deserve their own land. I am a believer in a two-state solution. I want to make that clear. And I also want to make clear that I do not agree with the recent incidents because there is no excuse for harming civilians. However, I do want to make
You're morally clear on that. Good.
Thank you. I do want to make clear that also Israel has captured more than 228 Palestinian children in which they held in containment. And of these, 86% were beaten. Oh, and these were, by the way, the 220 is only those that were able to be surveyed. So they were recovered. The 86% of those were beaten in detention, 69% were strip searched, and 42% were injured at the point of arrest. Additionally, I would like to add, due to your claim about dictators, that Benjamin Netanyahu has been in power since 2009, and he also held in power from 1996 to 1999. So you can argue that
there's actually a moment when he wasn't prime minister.
That's why I said
Naftali
as well
Bennett
as
was
before.
actually, and he's duly elected. When was the last time Abbas won an election?
Say that again?
When was the last time Mahmoud Abbas won an election?
That I do currently not have.
Yeah, 8 years. They don't hold elections because they're under a dictatorship. I'm just curious because I want to try to find some clarity more than agreement because we're not going to find agreement. If Israel stopped fighting, what would happen? If they laid down all their guns tomorrow, what would happen?
Personally, I can't say. I'm not in charge of any of the leadership.
Yes, so all the Jews would be killed. If Hamas
It's
laid
not
down...
about Judaism, though.
If
Israel's actually the ones that have taken Palestine's land.
Okay,
and are
again,
killing people
I'm just
in
trying to find
Palestine.
some moral clarity. If Hamas laid down all of their weapons, what would we have?
There would be no more Palestine.
Peace is what we would have.
No, that's...
We would have peace.
Excuse my language, but that's bullshit.
okay.
You know
Okay,
it.
so let me ask this. Why did Israel give Gaza back to the Arab Muslims? For peace. Why did they
Then
give
why
the
are they currently
Sinai to
fighting Gaza?
Egypt? For
Why did they
peace.
throw missiles over there?
No, hold on a second. Why did they give the Sinai to Egypt? For peace. Why did they give the Gaza Strip to the Palestinian Authority? For peace. Well, in Hamas's charter, what does it say?
I'm not defending Hamas.
Well, hold on a second.
Right.
You're defending the Palestinian Authority, which is partners with Hamas, and they duly elected them.
No. I'm
How
not
is
defending that either.
Hamas's charter any different than Nazi Germany's charter towards the Jews?
I'm not defending any of that. And for one,
So what are you defending
hold on.
exactly?
For one, I'm defending the right of Palestine to exist, which I want to clarify. I am not telling you that you're being Islamophobic by supporting Israel. I'm not telling you that you want to kill the Muslims. So trying to say that the existence of Palestine
here's a fact. Let me tell you.
is
I think this last weekend displayed the holes in your argument. When Jews go for their high holy day, Arabs come in and kill Jews. When Arabs want to have peace, the Jews will come to the table for a peace agreement. Abraham Accords, the Oslo Accords. Any time that the Arabs want to talk, the Jews will come to the table to talk in the pursuit of peace. Meanwhile, this weekend, in a slight vulnerability, what happened? Jews are celebrating the end of Yom Kippur, the reading of the Torah, and they come in and they kill 900 Jews. And answer me this. If this was an isolated incident, why were they greeted as heroes by the people of Gaza after they killed 900 women and children?
I want to make this clear once more because you seem to not be understanding. I am not defending these actions. I am simply refuting the claims that you made up earlier in this argument.
Here's the thing. I think a two-state solution sounds great if you don't actually live in reality. Let me tell you what reality is. The Arabs don't want to govern their own people. They would rather hate Jews. Every day they're saying death to the Jews, kill the Jews. They do not want to govern their own people. There is no middle ground when they're screaming to the sky for Antifada. Israel has been at the table. Agree? Abraham Accords, trying to find peace, trying to sit down with Mahmoud Abbas.
The Israelites have hundreds of
Yasser
Palestinian
Arafat?
children in detention. They have sent missiles to Palestine and killed hundreds of civilians. After this event, Netanyahu declared that he will send missiles to Palestine in an area where the Palestinian civilians are not able to leave.
Wait, hold on a second. You mean to Gaza?
Yes.
Right, where they actually gave warnings to apartment buildings. What kind of
They
Israel's
can't
so
leave
bad
Gaza.
that they tell
They
people
wanna
to
vote.
leave before they bomb them. Hamas comes on a holy day into kibbutzes and cuts women's heads off at concerts. The moral equivalence is so different.
Yeah.
And let me just ask you, what do you think is a bigger impediment to peace, Hamas or Israel?
If you would like, I'd prefer if you could stop interrupting me.
I'm the speaker, you're not. So let me just remind you, you're a college kid, you came to our event. So let me just ask you a very clear question. Bigger impediment to peace, Palestinian Authority or Israel?
Israel.
Prove it.
Israel.
Tell me one situation where Israel has not come to the table. Israel has given up land. When was the last time the Palestinian Authority willingly gave up land for peace?
Israel's bombing
Never,
the land
because they don't want peace. They want dead Jews. And we as Americans should never put up with the intentional extermination of Jews again in our country. Thanks for being here. Thank
Israel.
you. Thank you. We're going to the next
Do not
question.
argue that when you have these debates.
We're going to the next
America,
question.
it's
Thank
not
you.
about race.
Thank
So
you.
why is it about it there?
We're going to take the next question. Thank you. That is closeted Jew hatred laundered through Arab talking points.
Oh my goodness, what do you think about this video? You know, this question, see, Israel and Hamas, who is an impediment to peace? I think I saw this video somewhere when even Charlie, Charlie made a video. He was like, and he didn't repeat the same statement. He said, assuming Israelites lay down their weapons, what will happen? And assuming Hamas lay down their weapon, what will happen? You know, and it all comes up and down by saying, if Israelites lay down their weapon, so many Jews are going to be killed. So many Jews. The Israelites are going to, die, because there is no way Hamas will just leave them. They will just take that advantage and just attack them. You know, when Hamas lay down their weapon, I think there is going to be peace, because in one of Charlie's video, it was Israel that, if I'm not being biased, Israel was the one pushing for peace. They went for this peacekeeping campaign and other stuff, peacekeeping, this thing, and it never worked, So I never knew if you're supporting Israel, that makes you Islamophobic or Islamophobia or Islamophobic. I mean, that was a harsh word to use because, the truth of the matter is, when the guy said Israelites are killing Palestine, they've captured so many Palestine children, Palestine women, and other stuff. The truth of the matter is, when Israel was about to attack, they gave so many warnings. They should vacate children, they should vacate women from the building. They gave so many warnings before they made it known, before they did the attack. But then Israel was on their holy day. They were actually celebrating when they were being attacked. So if we are looking at morality here, it looks like it's two different morality, and the likelihood of Israel laying down their weapons for peace is so high. Someone actually made a comment that Palestinians always, Hamas people always playing the victim, always publicize, going on social media to showcase their victimness. But meanwhile, if we are looking at the victims here, Israels are actually the victims. I'm not saying, this is a sensitive matter, and I always say war is not something that we should encourage. War is not something that we should even motivate or encourage it to go on, because it's totally an embarrassing thing. It's totally an embarrassing thing. It's something that the more we encourage it, the more it rips us from so many things, the more it chokes us, the more it overcomes us. People are actually losing their lives, people are actually losing everything they have. I think I would say enough is enough. Wherever this thing has gotten to, I think it's hard time we put an end to it. Because if we are looking at who is playing the victim and who is taking the blames and who is attacking and who is not attacking, I think this thing is not going to end very soon. So the most important thing is the peace that comes after. What we need is the peace, because when there is peace between countries in the world, there is obvious peace in the whole world. So I always say, war always take the most beautiful things away from us. It rip us from the most beautiful things in the world, and it's not something that we should encourage. So at least, if we get the opportunity and the platform like this, we always preach the peace that the world needs. The world needs that peace. Yeah, Israel, Hamas, or Gaza, it's not helping. It's not actually helping. I think it's hard time the advocates, people advocating for this, put their legs down, preach for the peace, go for that peacekeeping, because it's not that this peacekeeping does not affect only Israel, neither Hamas, neither Gaza, neither Palestine. The peace affects us all. Let me know what you think about this video. If you have any recommendation, if you want me to check these type of videos, let me know in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press the subscription button for more on this video. Thanks for watching.